Bulletproof vest tester. This is how bulletproof vests were tested in the past century. It's like a game of courage, right? It is undoubtedly one of the scariest wars in history. Who knows how many people died? Rat catcher. Sound disgusting, but look how happy he is. In fact, this gentleman has done extremely important job for us. And this dog, by the way. A rat catcher is a person who practices rat catching as a professional form of pest control. Keeping the rat population under control was practiced in Europe to prevent the spread of disease, most notoriously the Black Death, and to prevent damage to food supplies. Resurrectionist. Resurrectionists were body snatchers who were commonly employed by anatomists. They were digging graves and snatching bodies. Sometimes painters also need resurrectionists. And by the way, painters used the corpses as models during the Renaissance. And sometimes lover needed them. The wife of Ottoman commander Balibey opened the grave of his lover and looked at him one last time. Lark. A lark is someone who scavenges in river mud for items of value, a term used especially to describe those who scavenged this way in London during the late 18th and 19th centuries. Sea-eater. That's my favorite. A sea-eater is a person who consumes a ritual meal in order to spiritually take on the sins of the deceased person. The food was believed to absorb the sin of recently dead person, thus absolving the soul of the person. Sea-eaters, as a consequence, carried the sin of all people whose sins they had eaten. Whipping boy. A whipping boy was a boy educated alongside the prince in early modern Europe, who received corporal punishment for the prince's transgressions in his prisons. The prince was not punished himself because his royal status exceeded that of his tutor. Seeing a friend punished would provide an equivalent motivation not to repeat the offense.